Liz will now have 1 minute to tell us all about her cocktail.
Hello, Las Vegas. How we doing today? My name is Liz Rodriguez. I'm original from Puerto Rico, but I'm representing Miami. My cocktail today is called Caribbean 305. Why? Because I believe in roots. Our roots is what we do every day. So in this case, I'm gonna use the roots or New Reef Malto Rye. It's a small distillery in Kentucky, and it's a 6 years rye whiskey. I had to go faster because otherwise I'm not gonna finish. We continue with the Mount John. It's an aperitif spirit from West Palm Beach. Then we're gonna have some real passion fruit, a homemade ingredient with beet juice, pineapple, and allspice and balsamic. And we're gonna finish with the FIFO. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Liz.
All right, Liz, you have 7 minutes. We're going to reset the timer over here just to make sure for that 7-minute timer. Bam. And mise en place looks good. You got your 7-minute timer there. Keep in mind, the official time is by Clark Pope, but feel free to use this as a reference. All right, crowd, anytime we do bartending competitions, I already told you about applauding, getting them in the zone and helping them, but I'm going to need your help to count down every competitor if you don't mind. What I like to do is get you involved. You're here for a reason, right? So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and you're going to say go. Let's give it a practice one time. 3, 2, 1. Go! That was pretty damn good right off the bat. One more time, because I want to feel it. 3, 2, 1. Go! Liz, this is official. This is ready. Are you ready? You're born ready. Crowd, let's do this. Clark, are you ready? Crowd, are you ready? Judges, you ready? Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Starting right off the bat, you'll notice when it comes to classic bartending, it's way different than bartending behind the bar. There's a lot of presentation, a lot of pomp and circumstance, great etiquette. You want to make sure there's no spills. And Liz is a master of those crafts. Right now, she's icing down her tin to make sure it comes down to the proper dilution and proper temperature, and then she's going to strain that off. So when she starts to make her cocktail, she's making a cocktail in a cold tin opposed to using a warm tin where that dilution, just a little bit of drops of water, makes a huge difference in a cocktail. Stirring the coupe glass right there to make sure that the temperature comes down as well. So when you pour that in, it's going to be great. She just dumped all of her ice and water into the dump bucket, so now her tools are properly chilled to begin making the cocktail process. Hey! We go round in circles, searching for love. We go up and down, lost and found. Using that beautiful New Riff spirit. Interesting jigger. I'm a fan of those kind of jiggers of different styles. We've seen the Japanese ones. We've seen the bell ones. I love the jiggers that do multiple pours into one. And I'm getting older, so with that glass is great. I can see it a lot easier than that metal one. Like, what am I looking at? And to follow along, if you're kind of curious, she just presented that bottle, but I don't know what's in that. If you take a look on the screen right here, you'll see her cocktail name, Caribbean 305, and the ingredients, and they'll be making the actual cocktail in that order, so feel free to follow along. Using that beautiful Real passion fruit. Being very clean and technical. What you don't see here, she went to go pour the jigger, and with the Real syrup, it kind of stuck a little bit as she's dripping. She took a towel and made sure to wipe it so she didn't get any deductions for drops or spills. Great clean technique so far. Halfway through, Liz, halfway through your routine. No, I'm sorry. You have another minute still, I apologize. Forgot we're doing 7 minutes today. Wow, cool as a cucumber. Not really that many shakes. You can tell Liz has been to the stage before. Those coupe glasses, which you'll see there's different glassware halfway through, Liz, halfway through. Those coupe glasses, you'll notice different glassware are actually for different style cocktails. Oh, so what you don't see what just happened right here, Liz grabbed the big tin, fell over, but she saved it. But not all of it. This is the experience of a well-seasoned bartender. She didn't freak out. She's gonna make it work with a smile. Crowd, please give her applause for that. Like, what just happened and how she's handling it is amazing. And let me help educate you. Anytime you see a competitor shake, this is the time you reward them. And as a smart, seasoned competitor, if you notice, she made all 4 of her cocktails in one big, giant tin. So what that's going to help do is to make sure every cocktail tastes consistent. It's not like using 2 tins and doing half and half and going back, or even 4 tins. By using 1 tin and pouring it all across, that means that drink's going to be consistent. What Tony's looking for right now, because we're real precise here, is to make sure that line is even across the board. So now you looking at that, if you see their line is perfectly perfect on all 4 cocktails, they did a damn good job. This is part of that 15-minute garnish round she did ahead of time, and now delicately putting it on there. And you'll see when the competitor's done, they have 2 ways to call time. They can put their hands up in the air to signify they're done their time, or what Liz is about to do, which is better etiquette. She's going to present the cocktail to you, the judges, to officially call time. Seasoned professional with 1 minute to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, Liz Rodriguez. We're gonna have the cocktail runner come up here, take those cocktails. Liz, I'm gonna pull you over here. Barbacks like attack that stage. And let's let you know Liz right now. Liz.
Hi.
Seasoned competitor.
Yes.
I saw it, we saw it. Unfortunately, Tony probably saw it, but the way you handled it,
Definitely saw it.
Do you want to explain to us what happened and how you handled it?
Well, it's not the first time you're competing. You get super nervous and on stage. Even I have so many times been on the stage, and I wasn't looking right to the cocktail shaker, and my hands just slipped. But that happened, and I know I created a great cocktail, and that's the most important thing. I know I know exactly the deductions I'm gonna have for the spill, and besides that, everything else went the way I was planning.
Liz, tell us about how you conceived and actually come up with a cocktail recipe. Like, all right, I know my sponsors, but now what do I do? Help educate our audience how you do a cocktail recipe.
Okay, I was trying to create something based on my roots. I'm from the Caribbean, and mean that I believe in fruits and juices, and then I decided to create a tropical cocktail / tiki cocktail. I don't call it tiki cocktail because I don't have the amount of ounces or 3 ounces to create a tiki cocktail. But New Reef Malted Rye is 100 proof. That means it's gonna be a strong. And for be a tiki, it has to be a strong, sour, bitter, and sweet. So those ingredients is in my cocktail.
And Liz, the last question, how is competing in a USBG / IBA competition different than, let's say, one of these national competitions where you enter online and it's all maybe voted on crowd likes and maybe less bartending?
Well, the best thing about competing with IBA is they're gonna evaluate your technique. Technique is the most important in your cocktail because when we are in our bars, we can do whatever we want. But when we are on stage, we do technique. Even I didn't do that great today with that splash, but I know that how much points is gonna be in that part. The rest is just enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy what you're doing. Just mix flavors, create your flavors. That's the root. That's the roots of the cocktail. It's the flavors that you combine all together to create an amazing drink.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Miss Liz Rodriguez from Miami, Florida. Thank you, Liz.